Gaslighting, one of the most destructive forms of psychological manipulation. If you ever found yourself doubting your own memory, questioning your perception of events, or feeling like you're losing your sanity, you may have encountered gaslighting. This technique is subtle but extremely powerful, and in today's video we're breaking it down into clear rules so you can spot it and protect yourself. The term gaslighting comes from the 1944 film Gaslight, which was based on a 1938 play. In the movie, Gregory, a husband, manipulates his wife, Paula. He uses the gas lights in their home as his first tool of manipulation. He dims the lights and then denies it when Paula notices. "You're imagining things," he says, making her believe that she's seeing things that aren't there. Gregory starts by doing little things, like dimming the lights or hiding objects, but as the movie progresses, his tactics get worse. He manipulates Paula more and more, until she's completely dependent on him for validation and support. It's psychological warfare, where the manipulator tries to rewrite your version of reality so completely that you begin to feel crazy. In the case of Paula, Gregory's goal was to drive her insane so that he could take control of her inheritance. 7 rules of gaslighting. Number 1. Constant denial of facts. Rule number 1 in the gaslighting playbook: deny facts or events that are clearly true, making you question your memory and perception. Paula starts to doubt herself. She knows she saw the lights flicker, but Gregory insists she's mistaken, making her feel confused and unsure of her own senses. This is the core of gaslighting, making you doubt your own perception of reality until you no longer trust yourself. In real life, gaslighters might deny simple facts, such as promises they made or things they said. A classic example might be when someone says, "I've never said that, you're just imagining it," even when you clearly remember the conversation. How to protect yourself. If someone denies things that you know are true, trust your instincts. Document the situation when possible. Get a trusted friend to get an outside perspective. Keeping a record of events can help you hold on to your reality. Rule 2. Twisting your words. Gaslighters will twist your words and create confusion about what you said, forcing you to constantly clarify yourself. Gregory continues to manipulate Paula by twisting her words. Whenever Paula tries to confront him about his behavior, he'll twist the conversation, accusing her of being forgetful or imagining things. He says, "That's not what you said," or "You're just being paranoid," shifting the blame onto her. This tactic serves 2 purposes. It makes you second guess your own words, and it distracts you from the real issue. Paula starts to feel like she's always in the wrong and tries to backtrack, but Gregory knows exactly what he's doing. In real life, you might hear things like, "That's not what I meant," or "You misunderstood me." The manipulator will misconstrue what you said, causing you to apologize for things you never said or intended. If someone tries to make you doubt your statements, remind yourself that your thoughts and feelings are valid. Don't let someone twist what you said. Rule 3. Making you question your memory. Gaslighters will constantly question your memory, creating self-doubt. One of the most insidious tactics Gregory uses is making Paula question her memory. He hides her belongings and, when she can't find them, accuses her of misplacing them. He says, "You must have forgotten where you put it. You're always so forgetful." By doing this, Gregory makes Paula feel like she's the one with the problem, not him. Over time, Paula starts to believe that she's losing her grip on reality. Gaslighters will often do this. They'll accuse you of forgetting things, even when you clearly remember the details. This tactic helps them shift the blame and deflect responsibility. Trust your memory. If you start feeling like you're forgetting things you clearly remember, talk to someone you trust about it, or even keep a journal to track events, so you have a record to refer to when you start questioning yourself. Rule 4. Isolation. A gaslighter will isolate you from your friends and family, making you more dependent on them. Gregory slowly isolates Paula from her support system. At first, he criticizes her friends and family, saying they don't care about her or that they're bad influences. He even makes her feel guilty for wanting to visit her aunt, saying, "You don't need anyone else, I'm the only one you need." The more isolated Paula becomes, the easier it is for Gregory to manipulate her. She no longer has anyone to turn to, and her world shrinks to just him. Gaslighters in real life will often try to cut you off from your friends, family, or colleagues. They want you to rely solely on them, making it harder to escape their control. Stay connected with people who support you. If someone is trying to isolate you from your loved ones, it's a huge red flag. Reaching out to friends, family, or support groups can help remind you what's real and offer guidance during tough times. Rule 5. Guilt trip and play the victim. Gaslighters will make you feel guilty, using your empathy against you. Gregory uses guilt to his advantage, playing the victim whenever he feels challenged. When Paula begins to question his actions, he says, "I'm doing all this for you. I'm trying to make you better, but you just don't appreciate it." This emotional manipulation creates a false narrative where Paula believes she's the problem, not Gregory. He deflects the responsibility onto her, making her feel guilty for questioning his behavior. In real life, gaslighters might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me." This tactic plays on your empathy and makes you feel like you owe them something. Recognize when guilt is being used against you. Remember, you're not responsible for someone else's actions. Stand firm in your boundaries and don't let anyone make you feel like you owe them something or that their problems are yours. Rule 6. Slow escalation. Gaslighting doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small, easy to ignore actions. But over time, these tactics grow more aggressive and soon you're questioning everything about yourself. Pay attention to small signs and address them immediately. Don't let manipulative behavior slide, even if it seems minor. Set clear boundaries early on and speak up if you notice red flags. If you cannot cut these people out of your life completely, try to limit your interaction with them and remind yourself of your boundaries. Gaslighters may backtrack for a while, but behavior is hard to change and they will soon go back to their normal patterns of manipulation. Rule 7. Projection. Gaslighters will project their behaviors onto you, accusing you of what they're actually doing. As the story unfolds, Gregory starts to project his own manipulative behavior onto Paula. He accuses her of gaslighting him, even though he's the one causing her to doubt her reality. This is a powerful technique because it makes Paula feel like she's the one at fault, and it takes the focus away from Gregory's own actions. It shifts the power dynamic and makes you feel like you're the one in the wrong. This deflection tactic is designed to protect them from being confronted. Recognize when someone is projecting their actions onto you. Stand firm in your truth and don't accept false accusations. If they're trying to flip the narrative, keep your boundaries clear. Gaslighting is insidious, but once you see it for what it is, you can regain control of your life. If you ever experienced gaslighting, share your thoughts in the comments below. Before you go, if you want to dive deeper into mastering power and leadership, check out my new ebook. It's full of practical strategies to help you navigate key psychological biases and gain an edge. The link is in the description below.